breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dogs. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
If you are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
All this week, you can stop in at any one of their 9 Grossenberg locations and check out the new John Deere tractor and Z-Track style mowers during their lawnmower demo week. Grossenberg sales staff will take the time to find the right equipment for your mowing needs. Partner up with Grossenberg Implement and get your butt in the seat this week. Don't miss out on their lawnmower demo week, Monday through Friday at all 9 Grossenberg locations across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. Grossenberg Implement, serving you since 1937.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This time of year, the great outdoors are at their greatest. When you get out of the house and into the wilderness, make sure to stop by Cenex along the way. It's the perfect spot to prep for your camping trips, weekend hikes, or even simple joy rides with the windows down and the wind in your hair. Cenex is here to help you get closer to nature, and there's no better time of year to do it than right now. Out and about, powered locally at Cenex.
Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregate, and also a full-service dealer for Logon equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. It's a wrap to the regular season tonight at Parentis Park for Post 1. Good evening, along with Spencer Bewley. I'm Heath Nimke as we get you set for Post 1 baseball, taking on Post 152, also known as Menno, Scotland, Freeman, Canastota, but we'll just keep it simple with either Post 152 or the nickname they like to go by, the 79ers, is also something we'll refer to them tonight. But quickly, let's get into this matchup when we take a look just overall, if you will. Post 1 comes in 7-10, 17 games. They'll play 18 games before they get ready for the region tournament coming up in a week's time. Otherwise, Post 152, 3-7 overall for them. They have had a very spaced out season, if you will. They have played some multiple teams, and they get ready for their region tournament coming up here next week as well. It should be a good one. The Region 4B tournament, always some great teams in that tournament. You recognize teams like Parkston, Wagner, MVP, Corsica Stickney, the Padres. That high school team made it into the state tournament. And, of course, who can forget about Tabor? Always a very, very tough team. So get ready for, again, Region 4B, that tournament starting next week as well, along with 3B, where Vermillion will get a first round bye. Their first game comes up, and as I mentioned, a week's time. By the way, Post 1 fans, as I mentioned, this is the final game of the season. Originally scheduled to play on Friday against Lennox, but due to that region tournament that is coming up, they're going to not play that game and just focus on, the region tournament coming up next week. As I mentioned, it's 3-7 versus 7-10. Getting the start today on the bump for Post 1 will be Carter Hansen. Tom Heisinger, the manager of Post 1, did mention that today is going to be more of a bullpen day, and he'll be throwing several different pitchers out to piece this together tonight against Post 152. On the opposite side, Post 152 is bringing out their second pitcher, if you will, who is 0-4 overall this season, but Sattler, the pitcher, has pitched 23 innings and has started in 5 games. As I mentioned, 385 pitches for him, is 0-4, but don't let that fool you. He has given up hits, of course, given up runs, 14 strikeouts on this season, but dealing with a 3.957 ERA. Does have a whip of exactly 2, but again, a decent pitcher for Post 152, the 79ers tonight, to take on Vermillion. When looking at the 79ers, as I mentioned, it has been kind of a weird season for them, a very spaced out season. Their last game was against Alexandria, Post 41, up in Hanson, where they lost 7-6. Also lost last Friday against the Tin Caps, Post 266, 3-6. In fact, there's only been one win so far in the month of July for the 79ers. That comes back on Saturday the 6th against Post 206, where they won 4-0. As I mentioned, a team that has played a lot of common opponents and also opponents multiple times, including playing Parkston twice this season and losing both times to Parkston, playing Alexandria 2 different times, losing to Alexandria both times. So maybe not a lot of great opponents that Post 152 has played, or ones that you can compare, if you will, to Post 1. 79ers do have one more game coming up this Friday against Post 25 of Madison. Of course, Madison, a very, very great baseball team. They're going to have a lot of great high school players that could also make that amateur team, who I believe the amateur team has maybe lost one game so far this season. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups for both Post 1 and Post 152. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV. There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out Team Apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. At Parentis Park on this Wednesday evening, Post 1 of Vermillion taking on Post 152 of Menno, Scotland, Freeman, Canastota. Post 1 comes into tonight's game on a 3-game winning streak and heading in the right direction as they get ready for the Region 3B tournament in Lenox coming up next week. Vermillion Post 1 does have a first-round bye in that tournament, where they'll play the winner of T and Lenox. Again, that is coming up next week, starting on the 24th. And speaking of this matchup, as we bring it back into Parentis Park, let's take a look at our starting lineups for both Post 1 and Post 152. We'll begin with the visitors, also known as the 79ers. Getting things started tonight, wearing number 2 will be Bryce Sattler, the pitcher for this evening. Again, Bryce comes in as the second main pitcher, if you will, for the 79ers. After that, batting second, wearing number 4, is Rocky Ammon, playing out in center field. Batting third will be number 5, Evan Shorsberg, the right fielder. Batting fourth, number 6, Riley Cheddar at third base. Batting fifth, number 3, Kobe Keppen, the shortstop. Batting sixth, number 14, Tanner Ock, the second baseman. Batting seventh, number 24, Parker Hochstein, the first baseman. Batting eighth, number 12, Eric Betcher, the catcher. And finally, final man in the lineup, number 22, Sawyer Whiff, and playing out in left field. Coaches for Post 172 include Foss, Keppen, Sattler, and the bat boy Sawyer Foss for Post 152. For Vermillion Post 1 manager Tom Heisinger, along with the assistant coaches of Gary Peterson and Jack Kratz. It's a lot of the same starting lineup that we have seen over the past few days here at the ballpark, including leading things off like he has the past few days. Number 1, Connor Peterson, playing at the shortstop position for this evening. Number 5, batting second, Mikey Robe, the center fielder. Batting third, number 8, Nolan Nygren, out in a right field. Batting in the cleanup spot, wearing number 2, the second baseman, Trey Hansen. Batting fifth, number 7, Jack Moskowitz, playing at first base. Batting sixth, wearing number 10, Carter Hansen, the pitcher for this evening. Batting seventh, number 11, Tate Haig, the catcher. Batting eighth, wearing number 39, Connor Rohrig, out in left field. And in the final batting position, number 4, Hayden Christofferson, who will be playing third base this evening for Vermillion Post 1. As we mentioned just a little bit ago, taking a look at these two starting pitchers, Sattler is the second main pitcher for the 79ers, an 0-4 record overall. Does have an ERA of 3.957 with a WHIP of exactly 2. We did get to see Carter Hansen the other night pitching. He does come in relief pitching when looking at his stats overall this season when it comes to pitching for Carter Hansen. He has pitched 4 1/3 innings. As I mentioned, he's pitched in 2 so far. He's faced 27 batters, does not have an official record, has given up 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, has walked 9 and struck out 2, does have an ERA of 6.4 and has a whip of 3.462. Tom Heisinger, the manager, did mention as well that he will be using his bullpen this evening for Post 1, kind of getting that anybody out there a chance to play and then to officially going into the region tournament, if you will, on break, and everyone would be available once again with that week's time before the region tournament that comes up. As I mentioned, Post 1 will have a first round bye. They'll play the winner between Lennox and T. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it's time for first pitch between Post 1 and Post 152. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV. Since 1966, Louis Cleaning and Restoration has served the Vermillion and Southeast South Dakota area with high-quality work and even higher-quality customer service. At Vermillion's oldest cleaning and restoration company, they pride themselves on providing the best service with friendly, knowledgeable staff. They specialize in cleaning, offering extensive cleaning services with high-powered equipment at an affordable price. Check out their website for a full list of services they offer. And next time you need it clean, call Louis Cleaning and Restoration.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dogs. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods, such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
If you are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
All this week, you can stop in at any one of their 9 Grossenberg locations and check out the new John Deere tractor and Z-Track style mowers during their lawnmower demo week. Grossenberg sales staff will take the time to find the right equipment for your mowing needs. Partner up with Grossenberg Implement and get your butt in the seat this week. Don't miss out on their lawnmower demo week, Monday through Friday at all 9 Grossenberg locations across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. Grossenberg Implement, serving you since 1937.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. Along with Spencer Bewley, good evening. I'm Heath Nimke as we get you set for the regular season finale for Post 1, taking on Post 152, the 79ers of Menno, Scotland, Canastota Freeman. Carter Hansen taking his final warm-up pitches. Post 1 wearing their red uniforms with numbers that are in blue this evening. The 79ers in the blue uniforms with numbers and letters that are in white. It has been a joyous past few days here at Parentis Park. This is the 3rd straight home game that we have seen for Post 1, the first time this season that they've really played this many games in a row here at home, unless you count the Lewis and Clark tournament, where they were playing multiple games, in fact 4 games over 2 days here at Parentis Park. But if you space out a little bit more, this is the longest stretch that Post 1 has had. Had a lot of games so far this season on the road. Again, Post 1 comes in at 7-10 overall, whereas Post 152 comes in at 3-7 overall. The last time Post 152 played was on Friday, so they've had a few days rest. Coming into this game, leading things off for Post 152 is the pitcher, Bryce Sattler. Again, we'll see Rocky Aman and also Evan Schorsberg all due up here in the top of the first inning. As we are officially underway here at Parentis Park. Again, Carter Hansen getting the start on the bump here tonight. A pitcher that does have his struggles when it comes to walking guys this season. Again, coming into it, he has just thrown 3 strikeouts while walking 10 guys over 2 games pitched so far this season. The 2-1, this one swing and a miss. As long as you find the strike zone, it will look convincing every single time. That time Sattler went chasing after it. And this one, 10 of the bat, foul, 2-2. You okay over there, Spencer?
Yeah, I was about to sneeze.
Okay.
I thought I was going to have to mute the mic and sneeze, but...
Spencer Bewley, alongside me here tonight at Parentis Park. Been alongside me all summer long for Legion Baseball. We're getting into the meat of our schedule as plenty more baseball coming up. The full count pitch, this one is going to be fouled, and we'll do it again. Already, Carter Hansen up to 7 pitches. As I mentioned, Live Ticket TV will have the coverage here of the Under-16 state tournament coming up. August 9th, 10th, and 11th. Vermillion will be participating in that state tournament. Ground ball to Peterson, throw over to first in time, and it's the 6-3 putout for out number 1.
Yeah, credit Sattler there. Great at bat to start the game, kind of work Hansen's pitch count right off the bat, kind of take some time, get his team settled in. You know, if you're leadoff, your job there is to go deep into the count. You never want to go up there necessarily swing at the first pitch, start off the inning with a quick out. So at least he works Hansen's pitch count there, and a great at bat to start the game for them.
Rocky Ahmed now up to bat. First pitch in for a called strike. Just past 7 o'clock here on this Wednesday evening. The 0-1, this one swing and a miss, and quickly the count is 0-2. Watch any of the All-Star game last night?
No, I did not.
That's a resounding no. The 0-2, and this one a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Carter Hansen, his first of the ball game, as he gets Rocky on 3 straight pitches. So now Evan Scharsberg, the right fielder, will step up to bat. You didn't miss much.
Well, I mean, no. I feel like I don't miss much a lot. I don't really watch the All-Star stuff. I did watch the last round of the Home Run Derby, so that was fun.
A ground ball as Evan saw the very first pitch and puts it out into center field. And the third man in the lineup is aboard here for post 152, as now Riley Cheddar, the third baseman, will step up to bat with 2 outs and a runner on first.
You know, I know he gives up a hit there, but a great start for Carter Hansen, you know, finding the zone, getting a backwards K there that last at bat. He looks great on the mound so far for someone who doesn't pitch a whole lot.
And now a ground ball bobbled and finally picked up, throws over to third, and Christofferson gets the 5-3 putout. And 4 batters later, we head to the bottom of the first, where we are scoreless between post 152 and post 1. The bottom of the first comes up in 60 seconds right here on Live Ticket TV.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
At Parentis Park in Vermillion, South Dakota, it will be Peterson to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning, along with Spencer Bewley. I'm Heath Nimke heading into the bottom of the first. Usually Cole Larsch with us throughout the regular season, but Cole has disappeared. Connor Peterson, Mikey Rope, and Nolan Nygren all due up in this inning. Okay, well, Cole has umping during the summer.
We have no data on where Cole Larsch is at all.
Actually, I do know where Cole Larsch is. He is in his parents' basement playing NCAA college football, whatever the new video game console system is out.
Is that why he didn't answer my call to get Dakota Valley off of our bottom third?
That could possibly be. Now, he'll tell you that he's busy doing umping for a baseball game, but I certainly know that he is in his parents' basement, probably 13th game of the day into NCAA football. Peterson sees the 0-1, ground ball over to short, and Keppen collects, throws to Hochstein at first, and there is 1 away. Mikey Robe will now step up to bat out in center field. I don't know what Cole Larsch is going to do with himself when he has to help out with the state tournament coming up in a couple weeks' time.
Hey, there's they don't play all night, you know.
No,
Cole Larsch might be on that schedule of calling baseball during the day,
could be.
playing video games throughout the night.
Could be. Wouldn't put it past the young kids like that to play video games all night long. I don't know how you do that. By about 10 o'clock,
I've been there.
My brain shuts off at 10, and then everything's over after that. But some people would say I'm crazy for waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, too. So
You are a little bit, but I respect it. I do feel better when I wake up earlier in the morning. So
You know, I used to say that, too, and now I'm just grumpy all the time, I found out. Robe 1-1 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Ground ball right back to Sattler, who's able to put his glove on it. It's the 1-3 putout for out number 2. And now Nolan Nygren will step up to bat. So Vermillion has quickly gone 1-2 in order, and Sattler up to just 5 pitches so far here in the ballgame. So working quickly through his progressions and getting outs. And Nolan Nygren sees the first pitch, and he's going to foul this one off. Where? There are no little kids to go get that ball. It looks like that's on you today.
Okay.
I don't know. Do we have some little kid going after it? Oh. 0-2 the count to Nolan Nygren. Kid does not have much enthusiastic, or I should say is not very enthusiastic to get that baseball. Spencer, you should go down there and challenge him for it.
He might have me beat. I don't know.
If you bring it up, you can have some more candy. How's that sound?
Okay, all right. I'll send me down there.
The 0-2 the count. This pitch high. 1-2. Saw somebody out last night walking the golf course looking for golf balls. I was like, that's a really smart idea. The 1-2 out into center field. And Rocky glides underneath that one for out number 3. So post 1 goes 1, 2, 3 in order. We head to the top of the second. That's on the way next here on Live Ticket TV.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student. Kippen, Ock, and Hochstein all due up for the 79ers as we move to the top of the second here at Parentis Park. Catching post 1 action here on Live Ticket TV. You're home for state baseball coming up over the next few weeks, including the amateur state baseball tournament coming up beginning August 7th, going through the 18th. You can catch all 39 games of Class A and Class B on Live Ticket TV. Spencer Bewley will be occupied with his time during that state tournament. It's the 0-1. This one stopped at third by Christofferson, thrown to first. Moskowitz, 5-3 put out for out number 1.
It's a great game so far, Heath. This is some. I feel like this is a great start to a baseball game. One of the better ones we've had. You know, of course, no runs scored, but so far just good pitching, good hitting, good field playing.
Yeah, I mean everyone's making. I mean we're seeing contact here.
It's just good ball here.
This pitch outside, and we saw even Carter Hansen get a little slow start, if you will. I'll find the strike zone. You know, the 3-0 count, and after that, he was locked in. Now 2-0 the count to Akaz. He is up for post 152. The 2-0. This one finds the strike zone. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, I think Hansen's doing great right now. I mentioned earlier, not a guy that pitches a ton for Vermillion. We've only seen him once, and that was for, 3 outs. And he's... Or I guess he pitched two innings that game. But either way, not a guy that sees the mound a whole lot, and off to a pretty good start here.
Certainly so. Yeah, came into the game, pitched 4 1/3 so far this season, over 17 games. The 2-2. This one slapped foul down the left field line.
Also seen a lot of high off speeds come across here. That could lead to some very long hit baseballs. It keeps up throughout this game.
367 to deep center, and just as we've seen basically past week here at Parentis Park, the wind is not going to help anything, as it is completely dead out in center field. The 2-2, this one right over to Moskowitz, who missed it. It looked like he had read it perfectly, and Moskowitz will get tagged with an error, and Ock is aboard over there at first. Bewley, you almost want to see Moskowitz be more of like a goalie there in soccer and kind of get his whole entire body in front of that baseball to make sure if he does miss it with the glove, it's going to get knocked down somewhere else.
Yeah, especially as a first baseman, because that ball's hit right to you. You know, like you say, it's kind of like you're the goalie. You have a lot of time. If you keep it in front of you, even if you bobble it once or twice, you can still have all the time in the world to go get that baseball, go step on the bag, and make an easy out.
And this one, a bad error, as this one is going to be outside of the park here. And that's why we close the fence when we're supposed to.
Can you file a protest against that?
You know, that's such an interesting question. So in the fielder's choice, out at second will be Ock. Hochstein is going to be able to go all the way to second because of the ground rule double, if you will, or it just being out of the park. But it is kind of interesting because that is Post 152's responsibility to close the gate, and they didn't close the gate. And Vermillion, in the end, is punished for Post 152 not closing the gate. I'm just saying, I don't know if Hochstein gets over to second with the way he was running there. It looked like he was going to be a double play out at first, and Haig had it covered perfectly.
I was going to say, Haig was right there, too. Great job hustling down the line by him. You know, unfortunately, the throw is a little bit outside of his backup ability, but if that fence is close, he's all over that baseball, and easily there's nowhere to go for Hochstein. So,
and in the end, that throw also counted as an error against Vermillion, which would have been counted as an error no matter what, gate open or not. Okay. Pitch upstairs, 2-2 the count. So we're saying because the gate was open. Okay. This one fouled off back behind. And the count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runner on second base. We're still scoreless between post 152 and post 1. Carter Hansen up to 27 pitches so far here in the ball game. The 2-2. This one, college strike number 3, and it's the second strikeout for Carter Hansen. So in the end, a couple of errors committed in that inning, but no runs scored. It'll be Hansen, Moskowitz, and Hansen all due up as we move to the bottom of the second. That's on the way next here on Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This time of year, the great outdoors are at their greatest. When you get out of the house and into the wilderness, make sure to stop by Cenex along the way. It's the perfect spot to prep for your camping trips, weekend hikes, or even simple joy rides with the windows down and the wind in your hair. Cenex is here to help you get closer to nature, and there's no better time of year to do it than right now. Out and about, powered locally at Cenex.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student app.
It's the bottom of the second. here at Parentis Park in Vermillion, South Dakota, between post 1 and post 152. Trey Hansen, Jack Moskowitz, and Carter Hansen all due up. We saw Vermillion go 1, 2, 3 in order in the bottom of the first, so see if they can't find some type of offense. Get a runner aboard, if you will, as Trey Hansen sees the very first pitch, almost takes out number 30. Have you ever wondered why Tom Heisinger wears number 30?
I have not wondered. I don't know the answer, though.
Would you like to know the answer and why he wears number 30?
Absolutely.
It's because it was the jersey that was available when he pulled it out of the box.
That's... do you call that a dad joke?
I mean, that's the truth. I asked him, I was like, so what's with number 30? He goes, that was the number available in the box. I was like, okay. Right. He's like, that works. It has nothing else to do with anything. I was like, okay, fair enough. The 0-2 out into center field for a single for Trey Hansen, and Vermillion has a runner aboard.
Tell you what, Trey Hansen loves the high fastball. That thing had to have been eye level, and he just got his bat on plane, poked that thing right out into center field. Hey, great piece of hitting, especially on 0-2, I guess. You got to be aggressive, and great job there.
Now a pickoff attempt over there at first. By the way, we do see for post 152, their infielders playing a little bit more in. We saw the Tin Caps do that the other day, and it kind of worked out nicely, which we were talking about that. We like that type of offense, especially at this level, because you just don't see a lot of hard hit balls that go deep, and if they're going deep, they're going well deep, well over the heads, depending on where you're playing at. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to play deep defense really anyways. Woof. So pitch comes in for a ball, and Trey Hansen steals over for a second, call for a strike. 1-1 the count. And Trey Hansen steals second. It was not a good throw there by the catcher by any means.
There was really no chance to get him. I mean, Trey took off in the middle of, in Sattler's, he was still, in the set position, and Trey just took off. He had a good second to turn around and try and pick him off, but it's a chaotic situation for Sattler, and he just decides to throw the pitch. No chance to get Trey Hansen, though, at second.
Heads up, kid. Keep your head on a swivel. Foul ball coming. He's like, I'm going to grab that one while I'm over there. Get 2 pieces of candy. It's a good day. So Vermillion trying to play some small ball here with a runner on second, nobody out. They count 1-2 to Jack Moskowitz. The 1-2. This one, Moskowitz chases after it. It's going to be a drop, third strike. So now Moskowitz was late to seeing it being dropped. Eventually out at first, but because of the drop third strike, Trey Hansen is able to advance, moving over to third. So with 1 out, Vermillion has a runner at third and a chance to strike first here in the ball game as Trey's older brother, Carter Hansen, comes up to bat for post 1.
Yeah, it's an at-bat where you'd love to see Moskowitz, get some type of ground ball or hit into the outfield to advance Trey Hansen, but obviously drop third strike gets him over there anyway, so in some respects, job well done.
Now Tom Heisinger will tell Jack when he gets back in the dugout, run. Run it
They pride
out.
themselves on hustle. That's what Jen Kratz was talking over here, Like to see the post 1 baseball players hustling everything out.
We saw even in a 10-run victory the other night, Tom Heisinger getting after his team.
To be fair, he may not have known it was dropped.
No. Not at all. He knew it was a bad one to swing at, too.
He did. He was probably more focused on the what the heck did I swing at aspect of the pitch than the getting on first.
The 3-0 is going to be low, and that's ball number 4. So 4 straight balls to Carter Hansen, and now puts the Hansen boys on the corners. As Tate Haig, a hard-hitting catcher, will step up to bat. I feel like that's something you have to have, right? If you're going to be a catcher, you got to be a hard hitter.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, he's got a good arm. He's got to have some power. Power would be nice here if he can drive one into the outfield, sack fly, scores a run, or even base hit, moves runners around.
Avoid the ground ball situation, especially
That's
on
all
the
you're really
second.
trying to avoid. That's all you're really trying to avoid.
Could result in a double play and in the inning with a runner at third. Strikeout necessarily isn't the worst, but certainly would love to avoid it. 1-1 the count. As Haig digs back in here at the bottom of the second. The 1-1 now shows bunt. He tripped as he made his move over to first, and there's no play at home. Sattler just simply goes to first to get the easy out, and it's going to advance both Hanson boys, and Trey comes around for the first run of the ball game, and Post 1 leads it over Post 152 by the score of 1-0. Yeah,
it was kind of a dangerous sack bunt there. I mean, it kind of went right back to Sattler. That's kind of the one area you're really trying to avoid when you're, going for a sack bunt. But obviously he didn't hit it hard enough for there to really be a play from Sattler. Maybe could have been a play if he wanted it, but kind of smart early in the game to just take the out at first.
Yeah, I don't mind the play whatsoever by Sattler to be aware, because sometimes you hesitate on thinking that runner is going to come home, then the runner doesn't come home, and then all of a sudden when you're thrown over to first, there's the error or the runner is already safe and you load up the bases.
Yeah, early in the game I like the decision. Just take the out. You got plenty of more baseball left to play, so...
Alright, watch this one come in. Count 0-2. Scoreboard has 2 balls, 3 strikes. The 0-2. This one, swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout to end the inning. But in the end, Post 1 is able to bring a run across, and they lead it as we head to the top of the third, 1-0. Top of the third comes up in 60 seconds right here on Live Ticket TV.
Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregates, and also a full-service dealer for Logon equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV. Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
Do you mean like what sport do they play?
Yeah.
Soccer.
I figured.
I was confused by your question there, like, who is the New England Revolution? I was like, I don't know how to explain that besides the New England Revolution.
Tell me their persona. Tell me about their star players.
I was like, I don't really...
How many goals are they scoring a game? Where are they from?
I don't know how to tell you that besides New England Revolution. I was really lost there for a moment.
I could tell by the way you were looking at me. I wasn't sure if you were waiting on the countdown. Usually you don't, as we see here, but yeah, I don't know. Poor communication on my end.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I just figured I was talking about soccer earlier, so I just kept like reading scores. And I figured you'd pick up on that. Then all of a sudden you're like, who's the New England Revolution? I was like, well, I'm not for sure, Spencer. I've never met the guys. I'm going to be honest with you.
I was not paying attention, and then that was the team that caught my ear. I was like, what sport are you looking at?
I think it's a cool name, by the way.
It is.
Especially given their location, and I guess the history, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Whiff up to bat, lead things off here in the top of the third for Post 152. 2-1, swing and a miss. Count now 2-2. With the last man in the lineup here for Post 152 before we return to the top of the lineup. The 2-2, this one, ground ball. It's going to find the gap between Peterson and Christofferson, and it's a leadoff batter aboard for the 79ers.
All you can ask for there. Nice piece of hitting from Whip, finding the little gap between Peterson and Christofferson. Christofferson's had a great day so far at third, but obviously a little bit too far out of his reach, and Post 152 got a great opportunity here to get one back on Vermillion.
Sattler will now step up to bat. Sattler 0-1. Probably didn't even feel his gloves in his pocket. I don't know. I feel like you would. What's a question for Tommy after the game? How's that sound? That'll be our first question. It'll be the leadoff question. 0-1 the count, as there's a soft pickoff attempt over to Whiff at first. The 0-1, this one swing and a miss as Sattler was swinging for the fences on that pitch.
Yeah, he kind of pulled his head way off of it. Not even sure if he was trying to swing that hard. I think he just knew right when he started his swing that he was way off time and was not going to be making contact there. I think his job here was to bunt originally, but went after one that was well above the belt, which isn't usually ideal.
And now a great catch there at first, and a throw over to first is a double play for out number 2. Again, Peterson caught it, and stealing was Whiff. So you have to tag up, of course, on the call out, and Whiff had no opportunity, and there's now 2 away all of a sudden for post 152.
Yeah, it's kind of a situation where, like, everything goes wrong there for post 152. You originally are trying to play small ball, trying to move the runner over, and it looks like you have a hit and run with 2 strikes. On a hit and run, you cannot put the ball in the air, and Whiff did that. He was supposed to hit it on the ground there, and obviously it's kind of hard to ask a guy to, function like that in a hit and run situation with 2 strikes. He's got to, be focused on his own at bat. But either way, phenomenal play at shortstop by Peterson. Absolutely a higher vertical than I will probably ever jump.
Technically, that's not true with you, but for you, I guess there's a stick involved that gets you up that high.
We're doing a lot of plyos this summer. Maybe I can get him in our next cycle of testing for track. But he was up there for sure.
He was.
Well, see, I hate our verticals because we don't actually get to jump and try and touch anything. It's just measuring how long you're off the ground. It's one of those little mats. I hate those. I want to have something to get up and go after.
1-2. You could go. I mean, there's called basketball, and you could dunk a basketball. That would tell you how high you're getting.
Well, right. That's true.
Just don't get caught in the net. And this one, another strikeout. As Rocky watches strike number 3 come in. So post 152 gets a leadoff batter aboard, but can do nothing with it. And we move to the bottom of the third. Post 1 leads at 1-0 over post 152. That's coming up in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out team apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
Hayden Christopherson leading things off here to begin the bottom of the third as you watch the first pitch come in for a called strike. Spencer Bewley and myself are covering all the sports we possibly can. Basketball during the break.
We are. I got one for you after Christopherson's at bat here.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Are we going to talk about Olympic obscured sports coming up here?
No, not that deep.
I'm getting excited for handball. I'll tell you what. There's no other Olympic summer. That and water polo. I don't know how those guys swim.
Water polo is... dude, so back when I played baseball, we had a phenomenal pitcher, and he chose water polo over baseball.
1-2 coming for a called strike number 3, and there's one away.
And this kid was good, too. Like, he was a big, tall, probably... I mean, he was above 6 foot, like in 8th grade. He's a big boy, real lanky. Nice fastball, lots of tail on it, and he chose to play water polo.
It's a really interesting sport. Stay above the water for so long. I think it's cool.
Treading water is
that
phenomenal athletes. Like
Peterson lifts this one foul and goes just over the fence. 1-1 the count. You're going to say something else though?
Oh yeah, what do you so the new Utah hockey team. You think of the name options. I don't know if you remember the name options, but
last time I thought they were just going by the Utah hockey team.
That was actually a legitimate consideration in the SportsCenter post.
The 1-1 ground ball over to Keppen and throw over to first is in time for the 6-3 putout. I do not know the team's name. So
this was a while ago, but
okay,
not a whole, like a few months maybe. They released a post saying they've narrowed it down to like 6 names, and one of the names that they said they've narrowed it down to was the Utah hockey team, and everybody was like, "What are we doing here?
Yeah,
like what is going on? Like we're gonna put this as a permanent team." But anyways, I think the two that like everybody wants it to be the Yeti, like the Utah Yeti.
Sure.
Like, I don't know if there's no S on it. There wasn't in the picture. I don't know if there's going to be an S, but either way, I don't know. I just didn't know if you're real passionate one way or another.
I'll tell you something else coming up in the top of the 4th that drives me nuts. Ground ball to Ock. It's the 4-3 putout, and it's 1-2-3 in order. So we move to the top of the 4th. Post 1 leads over Post 152, 1-0. That comes up here in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
1-0 here in a quick moving game on this Wednesday evening. On with Spencer Bewley, I'm Heath Nimke. Was in one of these towns earlier today for Post 152. Of course, Post 152, Menno, Scotland, Freeman, Canastota as Carter Hansen up the pitch. Throws the first one in the dirt. Scharsberg, Cheddar, and Keppen all due up, including Scharsberg to lead things off. Beals, you have a 1-4 opportunity here. The 1-0 called strike. Scotland, Menno, Freeman, Canastota. Which town did he find himself in today?
I'm going to guess Freeman.
2-1 the count. This pitch is inside and away. Nope.
Menno?
Nope.
Okay, those are the two I was debating between. Scotland?
Scotland.
All right.
Had to chase down.
Terrible gambler.
Had to chase down a couple people today, and it eventually led me all the way to Scotland. The 2-2. This one. Rocket high in the air. It is foul. Vermillion chasing after. No one's going to get there. From Tripp to Scotland to Tripp to Delmont to Armour to Wagner to Yankton.
And I thought going to Sioux Falls and back twice this week was disastrous.
That was my road trip today.
I get these dadgum suits tailored. Keep screwing up my sizes.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And this one, a hard-hit ground ball over to Trey Hansen. Does get his glove down nicely in time. Throw over to first is in time for out number 1. Scharsberg is up and down for Post 152. Well, you have to go back multiple times for your suits because the first time you just told them some random measurements and thinking you knew a thing or two about your suits.
Oh, no, it's my fault. Yeah, for sure. No, I just I have a hard time fitting in suit jackets, but then I also bought some pants, and I didn't try them on with a belt. And I tried them on with a belt at home and realized that it drew them up like an inch for my ankles, and they're a little bit too short to be wearing to a formal wedding.
Cheddar, up to bat, 1-1 the count.
Go back to that play to Trey Hansen. That was a great play over at second base. It's very easy to screw up that throw when you're kind of turning real side to side. It's real easy to pull it or leave it out wide just because your body's thrown out of motion. But great job by him to field it and then make the throw over to Moskowitz.
The 1-2 is pitch up. 2-2 the count. By the way, we mentioned Carter Hansen up to 50 pitches here, or excuse me, 51 pitches, including 36 in the strike zone so far this evening. And this one's going to get lifted out into left field. No one's going to be there in time. And post 152 keeps getting hits here in this ball game, but haven't really done a whole lot with it as Cheddar is aboard with a runner at first and one out.
Yeah, just haven't really had a lot of great at-bats with runners on base. You know, we go back to that last inning, the double play after the failed bunt attempt. Just seem to have better quality at-bats, kind of play the percentages, maybe get some hard line drives here or there. So far, we've seen great defense from Vermillion. And like you say, post 152, putting good bats on the ball, but overall just not really doing the job they need to do.
Now, the 3 hits tonight for post 152. Vermillion has also committed 2 errors here in the ball game. Now, Carter Hansen has not given up a walk coming into this game through his 4 1/3 innings pitched, if you will, or 13 innings. He had given up 10 walks. So impressive for him to not giving up a walk yet here in the ball game. The 1-0, now their pickoff attempt over there at first.
They're really eyeing the runner over there. I'm not even going to try and say the last name.
Cheddar.
Cheddar Sheese, all right.
It's a very easy last name once you know it.
Cheddar, absolutely.
Yes. Just take the TS off. The TS does not exist. The 1-1.
He must be very concerned that Cheddar's going to take off here. He does have a pretty big lead. I guess at some point he feels like they're going to stop, trying to get him out, and he can take a breather and get a bigger lead, get ready to head to second base, but they're really keeping him honest over there.
The 1-1, and speaking of, there he goes. This one popped up in the air, so Cheddar's going to need to go back as Robe gets underneath of it for out number 2. Now, even if that Cheddar doesn't take off there, still had no way to advance because Robe had that easily covered as second if you tag up.
Right, and I'm assuming that some of these runners for post 152 just have that green light where they can take off to second kind of whenever they feel, but so far it's gotten them into some very dangerous situations with line drives being caught and fly balls, doubling them up.
Ock now up to bat here. First pitch is outside for a ball. By the way, anybody that saw Spencer not get the name Cheddar right is now thinking you're not from South Dakota, which would be completely incorrect.
Entirely correct.
Guy comes from, can I call it down under? Not quite. Not quite Australia. You're pretty close though. You're pretty close to Australia though.
It's latitude on that.
Good old Texas boy. He's not wearing a cowboy hat, by the way.
I'm not. I'm not one of those Texas folk.
Ball now, pickoff attempt at second, and he is going to be caught stealing as Haig gets another runner out. Great throw by him, and Hansen tags the ply. So, post 152, once again, able to get runners aboard, but cannot take advantage of it. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0. Post 1 leads. Bottom of the 4th is coming up in 60 seconds here on Live Ticket TV. Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
We move to the bottom of the 4th inning, where Buells and I are talking about our lunch, or supper plans, I should say, after the ball game. So do you do all the cooking at the household? So does the wife do some cooking? I mean, how does that all work out there?
Split meals.
Split meals?
I go over to her apartment and eat some of her stuff, then it'll be my turn to cook. We just kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
I don't actually have a wife, for those wondering. I have a girlfriend of like 2.5 months, but
close enough to being a wife at this point. 0-2 the count to Nolan Nygren. With nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is up, 1-2 the count. Guys hang out every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's summer Verm, you know.
Good time here in Vermillion. And this one, Nolan Nygren gets one out into center, and then Rocky on a hop misses. And he's going to go all the way to third, slide in safe. Now, Nolan Nygren was kind of limping coming around second, and then he slid into third awkwardly too. But he is all right over at third. A single by Nolan Nygren, and then an error by Rocky out in center fielder advances Nygren all the way over to third. And quickly, the first pitch seen, and here is an RBI. As a great at-bat for Trey Hansen, gets his first RBI of the night. And all of a sudden, Post 1 leads it 2-0 over Post 152. Again, Trey Hansen saw the very first pitch and wasted no time.
He is a very aggressive hitter. He is going to go after a lot that is not in the zone, and he is a lot of times going to swing at that first pitch, and he's going to jump on it early too. He usually pulls the first pitch foul down the third baseline, but that one's able to barrel up and score a run. Another RBI here for him.
1-0 the count to Moskowitz, who is now up to bat. So Post 1 coming into this bottom of the 4th had a one-run lead. All of a sudden, now lead it by 2. With, again, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Moskowitz watched this pitch in for a strike 2-1, the count.
So Kolarz did get back to me, and he said that the RSS that is running on the bottom, the text in red that says Vermillion versus Dakota Valley, is his fault. He is the only one that can change that.
Okay. And now stealing over to second and safe at second is Trey Hansen. As there's no one covering second there, Ock's responsibility to do so, and he was late getting over there. By the time Trey was able to slide in safely, so Hansen all of a sudden at second base with nobody out.
I'm going to call that incredible heads-up baseball from Trey Hansen, because there was nobody covering. The second baseman and the third baseman, that's Och and Kappen, both of them are so far away from second that Trey Hansen's recognizing that there's no way that they can beat him in a foot race to that bag.
And now, one that skips off the mound out at first is Moskowitz. So it went to Och there, and Trey Hansen was able to get back into second in plenty of time. So one away with a runner aboard. But there again, because of the stolen base, that resulted in avoiding a double play, because that was easy to step on second and turn to first for 2. But again, the stolen base results in just 1. And now Carter Hansen will see a ground ball straight to the first baseman. There's 2 away, and Trey Hansen advances to third. So a runner on third base for Post 1 with now 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th, but it's been 2 quick outs for Post 1, as now Tate Haig will step up to bat. Tell Kolarz to stop playing some NCAA football and get that fixed?
I may have just told him thanks, no worries, but I think different. You know, I should start thinking more like you, Heath. That should be my first response, is to say, yeah, you're right, dude. That is your bad.
Default aggressive is what I like to say. Ground ball over to Cheddar. The third baseman throws to first, and there is 3 outs. But in the bottom of the fourth, post 1 leads it 2-0, adding a run in the bottom of the fourth. We move to the top of the fifth. That comes up here in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Since 1966, Louis Cleaning and Restoration has served the Vermillion and southeast South Dakota area with high-quality work and even higher-quality customer service. At Vermillion's oldest cleaning and restoration company, they pride themselves on providing the best service with friendly, knowledgeable staff. They specialize in cleaning, offering extensive cleaning services with high-powered equipment at an affordable price. Check out their website for a full list of services they offer. And next time you need it clean, call Louis Cleaning and Restoration. Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. So there was talks at one point that Carter Hansen would throw just 3 innings this evening. But we move to the top of the 5th, where he continues to remain on the mound here tonight for Post 1. Has given up 3 hits here in the ball game. But in the end, Post 152, the 79ers, they have looked threatening at times, but have never gotten a runner yet to third base this evening. And now they're trying to really find some offense. So Alk will lead things off here for the 79ers, trying to make some offense happen. We will say, though, that Carter Hansen is starting to lose a little bit more command of his pitches as he's starting to skip a few more in to home plate. The 1-1, this one, is over to the shortstop. Peterson, throw to first. There's 1 away. But when you put him in play like that and make it routine for the boys, you'll let Carter Hansen keep on pitching.
Yeah, it's also, I just want to point out a great play by Peterson there. It is routine, but it was kind of a slow roller through that grass to him. And when he scooped that, I thought for a second that he, might not make the throw in time if he takes that extra crow hop, but he doesn't. He just picks it up and immediately slings it over to first with a lot of arm speed. Great play there by Peterson. He's a great shortstop over there.
Hochstein now up to bat 0 for 1 this evening for the 79ers.
I think Hansen's probably on a little bit of a short leash here, just because I imagine that Tom Heisinger does want to throw some more pitchers just simply to get them experience heading into the state tournament. And here he comes out right now.
Yeah, because I don't know if Carter Hansen's going to have much left. Hochstein does get hit. Second time he has been aboard this evening. Last time he did reach courtesy of the error because of the open gate. And just like that, that's all we're going to see from him. It was until you can go, and then if you can't go anymore, we'll pull you. So Carter Hansen will remain in the ball game. He will move over to third base, and there is a new pitcher that is in. It will be Connor Peterson, I believe who that is.
Yep.
That'll be the new pitcher.
Coming in from shortstop.
So some changes made defensively. We'll step aside. We'll come back with those changes here in the top of the 5th. That's on the way here on Live Ticket TV.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. Eric Betchler will see the very first pitch from Connor Peterson. Go to second. Out at second, throw to first is going to be in time. Well, all right, that was a double play just like that.
Welcome to shortstop, Nolan Nygren.
We're going to keep it here. How about that?
That's a heck of a play, man, right out the gates. Nolan Nygren kind of in the same situation as Connor Peterson was, where it's like you want to be able to put some juice on the baseball to get the runner out at first, but there's no time to do so, just relying on pure arm strength. What a play. What a throw. And, welcome to the pitching mound, too, for Connor Peterson. Ground ball, first pitch, right back at you. Go ahead and turn two.
So we quickly go back to what we just saw, that we saw Connor Peterson, again, come in and pitch. As Spencer Bewley mentioned, we just saw Nolan Nygren move over to the shortstop position. We also saw Carter Hansen, who was just pitching, move out to the third base position. Connor Rohrig moved out to right field, and Hayden Christofferson moved to left. And those are the changes defensively made by Vermillion. And with that inning ending as well, that means Carter Hansen's officially done pitching, because he was responsible for the runner there at first just a moment ago. Carter Hansen, 4 1/3 complete, gave up 3 hits and struck out 3 for the evening. Again, Peterson comes on and gets the double play on the very first pitch, which is impressive to do. 1 pitch, 2 outs. I believe that's called killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
And you don't get to do it very often in baseball. It is very rare you throw 1 pitch and you've got 2 outs to your name. There are not many situations in which something like that happens. But, yeah, great game on the mound for Carter Hansen, going longer than expected. Just did a good job of, kind of working around the zone, getting guys to chase a little bit, and getting some weaker contact out of the post 152 hitters. Overall, pitch to contact very well. This has been a really, really sound defensive game for post 1. Turned a couple double plays. Obviously, you do have the 2 errors, one of which shouldn't necessarily, it's kind of an unlucky error. The gate's open, so a fielder's choice turns into an error, but you can't guarantee the double play. Just a great game overall for them defensively so far.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kind of like that. 1 error for sure and 1 questionable. A little asterisk next to it. They would say, well, the gate was open where it was supposed to be closed, and it was the opposing team's gate that was open. Connor Rohrig will lead things off as we get underway. Sattler is still out there pitching for post 152. He's up to just 52 pitches here in the ball game. You talk about that as well. Both pitchers have had a very low pitch count so far. Without Carter Hansen being removed, he easily could have gone the distance if he still had the stuff, if you will, but he certainly didn't have the stuff anymore.
Right, it's been you talk about the lower pitch counts, it's been a very, fast-paced game. Lots of short innings in total, but, it's just it's good contact, going right to the defenders. Had some base runners, but, really Vermillion's runs weren't scored off of big, long, drawn-out, small ball style innings. It was just, you have the triple and some other hits that have just driven in runs quickly.
The 3-1 now called for a strike. The count is all of a sudden full as Sattler battles back in this at-bat here. The 3-2, this one is going to be fouled, as there is somebody warming up in the bullpen at the moment for the 79ers. Not quite for sure who exactly that number is. But the 3-2, ground ball over to Ock, the second baseman. It's going to be the 4-3 put out. And there is one away. I'm not quite for sure who that is. That might be Trent Guthmiller. If I had to put money on it, I believe that's 23. Because that looks like a 23 facing number towards us. Who? Who's warming up in the bullpen right now? 23. Guthmiller. And Spencer Beasley's eyes are like, I have no clue. I can't read numbers that far away.
Well, you said the word Guthmiller. There's a Guthmiller on the track and field team. And I just wondered if they're all at all related. But I believe Jaden Guthmiller on the USD track and field team is from Rapid City, if I'm not mistaken.
You never know. Cousins can move. One pop foul, and it's going to be caught in foul territory by Cheddar, the third baseman, for out number 2. Maybe make a text message and ask.
Maybe. Yeah, shout out Jaden Guthmiller. Had a great season. Won the outdoor conference in the 100 meter. Came around for us. Really close outdoor conference meet, but.
Now up to bat, Connor Peterson, who is 0 for 2. Didn't you finish like a bronze medal in that thing?
I did. It was my first Summit League medal.
You got that hanging up in your bedroom, don't you?
Absolutely.
The 0-2 swing and a miss. Excuse me, the 0-1 swing and a miss.
Never worked harder for something in my entire life, so there you go.
For a bronze medal?
For a bronze medal in the Summit League pole vault, which you would not imagine to be insanely, oddly competitive, but it is. We had the top 5 guys. No, 6 guys. Top 6 guys go to the regional meet out of the Summit League.
The 0-2, this one, a swing and a miss. That's another strikeout for Sattler here in the evening. Post 1 goes 1, 2, 3 in order in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. That comes up in 60 seconds here on Live Ticket TV.
Birds like Tanager. Birds like Tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car, deer, and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the Tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
Top of the 6th. Post 152, if you will, is down to our final 6 outs as Connor Peterson is up to pitch. We saw him pitch 1 there in the top of the 5th and result in 2 outs and a double play. Now Whiff is up to bat, who is 1 of 1 here in the ball game. This one a ground ball over to third, collected by Carter Hansen. Throws to first. It's the 5-3 put out for out number 1. So again, I believe it's Guthmiller who continues to warm up. Probably see him there in the bottom of the 6th for the 79ers as post 152, down to their final 5 outs. So they got to get some offense going. Now Sattler will step up to bat. Turn to the top of the lineup. Fouls this one in the dirt. Kicks it all up. A reset. We saw some flooding earlier this summer. It seems like it's been a while since we last saw some rain. It has been a very hot July.
It has. Last couple of days. This is a blessing of a day. We got a cool breeze coming in these windows.
Buell's finally recovered from the golf tournament this past weekend.
Oh, no, I had 2 workouts the next 2 days.
So
no off day there.
So you were good to go the next day?
Actually, I think I was off on, because that would have been Sunday. I was off on Sunday, so.
Must be nice.
Monday I was still feeling that 98 degree, 95, 93, whatever the heck it was. 0 wind.
3-1, fouled. Now the count is full with 1 out.
It's actually running up and down the Dakota Street Hill over there on Monday. So if you see a strange college student running up the Dakota Street Hill, that would be me.
The 3-2, foul back behind. Do it again. Remember my days of running hills back when I was in high school?
Yeah, they're not fun. 20 seconds up a hill at pretty good pace, that starts to hurt after, rep 7 or 8.
They make a stair climber nowadays for that.
Yeah. I like the real hill. You'll see the entire track team out there on Fridays this fall. That's where we are, about 2:33 p.m.
The 3-2, this one fouled again, and Sattler continues to battle here in this at-bat, not giving up on it.
Yeah, this is a big guy to get aboard here for post 152, just to give yourself some hope, give yourself some life. Obviously down to their final 5 outs. They need a guy on base. They need to get some hits strung together here.
The 3-2, this one fouled once again.
He's fouling them all right down into the plate, too. He's just coming right over the top of them. Just drop that swing path just a hair. He might connect with one real well.
So we battle this at bat again. 3-2 with 1 out here in the top of 6. And as you mentioned, Buells, drop it down. It's out into left field. And it's going to be fouled in the end. Good attempt over there by Hayden Christofferson of trying to catch it. Could not get there in time. Was heading towards the distance of 300 in the corner. But again, it's fouled.
Looked like he might have overran it a little bit. Looked like he... it's a very hard ball to catch because you're feeling out the fence. You don't want to, go flying face first into the fence. And I think in his awareness of the fence, he might have kind of looked down and then realized overran it a little bit. Kind of fell right behind him just to his left.
The 3-2, and this pitch is outside, and in the end, after 11 pitches there, Sattler is able to get aboard.
Great at-bat from Sattler. He battled and battled and battled. And finally drew the walk to give this post-152 team some life.
So Rocky will now step up with a runner aboard, and it's going to be fouled here in the end. So great slide there to second by Sattler. Or they not say hit the bat?
I think it was just a strike. I think that his bunt, that's one where he's just showing bunt in front of the catcher for, just to distract him, and I think it did a great job there.
And Haig must have dropped because I thought...
Yeah, he did. He went, Amon went way out of the strike zone to try and, get in Haig's eye line, and I think he did because Haig dropped it.
So Sattler, the stolen base. But then all of a sudden, Rocky goes 1-2-3 on pitches for a strikeout number 1 for Peterson of the evening. So now 2 outs. Scharsberg will step up to bat for the 79ers. Bounces this ball in there. Haig tried to stay in front of it, could not do so. And on the wild pitch, Sattler moves to third. It's the first time post 152 has had a runner on third base.
Another one where Haig kind of tries to glove instead of keeping it in front of him. I think that Sattler's probably taking that base either way. Nice glove there by Haig because that one gets by. It's another run coming in. Or I guess the first run for post 152, not another run, just a run.
Quickly 2-0 the count. 2 outs again here in the top of 6 and leaves this one at the bottom of the plate. It's popped up in the air, and Robe out in center field catches up to it quickly. So the 79ers finally get a guy to third, but cannot take advantage of it. And post 1 leads 2-0 as we head to the insurance inning. On the bottom of the 6th, that comes up here in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dogs. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
Oh, get it! He's stunned! Killing some flies up here in the broadcast booth. Something that Spencer Bealey will get used to. My one suggestion at the state tournament, Spencer, will never take a fly swatter or anything that can kill a fly to a computer. It does not work out as well as it in your head. You're like, it's not going to hurt anything.
Right.
The next thing you know, you got keys that just snap all off the keyboard, and you're sitting there calling a baseball game trying to put your laptop back together.
Yeah, I wouldn't probably try and do that myself, so I'll keep that in mind. I hope I wouldn't. I see what you mean, though, you know. Just,
Guth Miller comes into relief pitch.
It feels like fly swatter would be so light, just wouldn't do much damage.
I know.
I get where you're coming from.
Also, at the state amateur tournament, you don't have to really worry about it anymore because now there's officially an awning that jets out from the broadcast booth. As Robe tries to lay down a bunt right to Guth Miller, throw to first, and there is one away. But sometimes there'd be a foul ball every once in a while that would find its way within one of the windows. Protect equipment. Ooh. I have watched some Mitchell radio guys lose equipment over going, oh, here comes a foul ball. Ooh. Oh, that was my equipment.
That's a little bit damaging, a little bit more damaging than a fly swatter, eh?
And when it rains, close the windows. Do not leave the windows open. I also watched another Mitchell radio station lose equipment because it rained on their equipment. It was kind of funny in the end. Swing and a miss as Nolan Nygren swipes at the first pitch. He sees.
Wouldn't hurt for Vermillion to get some insurance runs here.
Again, Guth Miller, the new pitcher out there, and it's a straight change. Guth Miller in, Sattler is out. So taking a look here at Sattler's numbers. Goes 5 innings complete, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 1, and struck out 4 for the evening. And this one hit out into right field. In the air, underneath of it is Ethan Scharsberg, and it's out number 2. So we're here in the bottom of the 6th. Spencer Bealey just mentioned it. You'd like some insurance, and how about this guy who is up? It's Trey Hansen. He's got 2 hits in the ball game, has gotten an RBI and also a run so far.
Yeah, Trey's been on fire his last couple of games. He's been hitting really well.
In fact, he is batting 1,004 tonight, 2 for 2 here in the ball game. See if you can't keep this bottom of the 6th alive. Chases one out of the zone, like we've seen him do a couple times tonight. This one popped up to the third baseman, and it's going to be caught by Cheddar for out number 3. So Vermillion, for the 3rd time tonight, goes 1, 2, 3 in order. And we go to the top of the 7th, where post 152 is down to their final 3 outs. We'll see if they can find some offense. That comes up here in just a moment on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
If you are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
All this week, you can stop into any one of their 9 Grossenberg locations and check out the new John Deere tractor and Z-Track style mowers during their lawnmower demo week. Grossenberg sales staff will take the time to find the right equipment for your mowing needs. Partner up with Grossenberg Implement and get your butt in the seat this week. Don't miss out on their lawnmower demo week, Monday through Friday at all 9 Grossenberg locations across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. Grossenberg Implement, serving you since 1937.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete.
Some interesting bump music here for you. Buells. Maybe something kind of intense. Can see that.
A little bit ominous.
Late night hip hop vibe. Driving my car at 1 o'clock in the morning. 1-1, and this one over Hayden Christofferson's head. He also slips. And this one going to be a stand-up double for post 152 for Cheddar, the leadoff batter. And the 79ers have some offense going as we get started here in the top of the 7th. Guess that's Cheddar's music right there. He was vibing to it.
It wasn't mine. I was all over the place on the production here. Apologize. I think that ball was out of the shot anyways, but I did not get that switched over in time. My apologies.
We'll also see No, that's still Cheddar over there. At second, I apologize. 1-0. As now Keppen is up to bat. It's Connor Peterson trying to find his way out of this inning. Again, post 1 leads it 2-0 over post 152. The leadoff batter on second base. 2-0 the count to Keppen. Keppen sees this one, and it goes over the head of Nolan Nygren and out into left center field. It will score 1. So all of a sudden, the 79ers have life here in the top of the 7th. A single by Keppen, drives in Cheddar. It's 2-1.
Yeah, good job there in center field by Mikey Robe, just getting that ball into second base and not letting Keppen take the extra base by throwing it to home.
So now we're going to get a check at third, which you're allowed to do, and they're saying he did not touch or did not tag up here, so it's going to be out at third and take the run off the board. Wow. Wow. Big call to be made right there.
Well, Heath, I'd go back and watch the stream, see if you did, in fact.
So again, they say out on the appeal that Cheddar never tagged. And now a pitch into the dirt. It'll be on a wild pitch. Keppen will get to second. So again, Keppen on a wild pitch to second. And Cheddar did not tag third when he came around on the base hit. And again, tag the base. Tom Heisinger asked for an appeal. They agreed with Tom Heisinger and saying, you're right, he did not touch third base. I mean, you just don't see that anywhere. Usually the appeal always goes in favor of the team that just scored. So a big call there that takes off not only a run, but results in an out for post 152 in the 79ers.
Looking to see if I can see this back on the replay here, but
so after a quick time in the action, 2-0 the count. As this pitch high to out for now 3-0 count with 1 out. Did you get another fly there? So what, your third of the evening? Fourth. And speaking of fourth, 4 straight balls for Connor Peterson, and now runners on first and second with 1 out here at the top of the 7th.
Well, it's awfully hard to tell from our vantage point. Just a little bit too blurry of a screen for... he definitely comes across way on the inside of the bag.
Yeah, he does.
So, I don't know. I mean, to me, it seems... just as, this is obviously a Vermillion broadcast, but as an unbiased baseball fan, I'm not a huge fan of the call there, just given the situation of the game. I mean, if you didn't touch it, you didn't touch it, but with him coming across the inside of the bag like that, unless that umpire is just 150% sure that he did not touch that bag.
Good call by Tom Heisinger just to say ask for the appeal.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if it's close, ask.
And now the 1-1 out into left field, and this one's caught by Hayden Christofferson. And ultimately, going back to that play, you look at what could possibly have been, and we look at maybe a runner on the corners at the moment, possibly.
Yeah, hard to say. I mean, because you get one less out, you can play some small ball. You never really know how it ends up, anyways. But
a big call made, and now
I mean, if it's the right call, hey, it's the right call.
No, excuse me, pitch hitter Pavel will be up to bat here. He's a 50% hitter on the season. And right now, with the runners on first and second, the one that finds the gap could tie the game, but this one's a ground ball right back to Peterson. Throw over to first is in time, and post 1 goes into region play. 8-10 overall, but more specifically on a 4-game winning streak, as post 1 holds another team scoreless here at Parentis Park, as post 1 gets the victory tonight, 2-0 over post 152 79ers. Spencer, you can look back and if you're a post 152 fan, you can say this or that about that call there in the 7th, but ultimately, let's just be honest, the offense didn't get going for the team. There's a lot of different areas you can look at when you lose this type of game.
Yeah, I mean, they left too many guys on base, and ultimately, I mean, credit Vermillion with, such a great defensive game. I mean, there were a lot of very well hit balls by post 152 that, could have resulted in errors by the Vermillion fielders, but they played very solid, sound defense, and they scored runs when it counted. Got a couple of errors on the post 152 side. That one ball to center field where it's a single turned into a triple off of errors. It's the way it goes in all sports. You can always look at the last call and say, well, that didn't go our way. It was a terrible call. The refs blew the game. Refs blew this. But at the end of the day, you got 7 other innings of baseball. So many more outs that you can go back and look at. Where do we go wrong here? And there's a lot of those areas for post 152.
The winning pitcher tonight, Carter Hansen, goes through 4 1/3 complete, gave up 3 hits and 3 strikeouts in the evening. In relief, Peterson goes through 2 2/3 complete, giving up 2 hits, walked 2, and struck out 1. The losing pitcher tonight for post 152, Sattler, pitches 5 innings complete, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 1, and struck out 4. Well, that will do it for us here at Parentis Park. Once again, post 1 gets the victory over post 152 by a final score of 2-0. For Spencer Bewley, I'm Heath Nimke. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening.